Are the British losing London and Birmingham? According to an article in The Sun from November 2016, the white British population has fallen by more than half in 20 years in parts of the UK. Whites are leaving certain towns as ethnic minorities move in, according to a study made by diversity researcher Professor Ted Cantle. England's white population went from 86.8% in 2001 to 79.8% in 2011. During the same time period, the number of white residents in Newham, East London, dropped from 33.6% to 16.7%. In Birmingham from 65.6 to 53.1, in Leicester from 60.5 to 45.1, and in Luton from 64.9 to 44.6. Between 2001 and 2011, around 620,000 white British left London, while at the same time the population in the capital increased by 1 million. Whites feel certain neighbourhoods are no longer for them, according to the study. Some say they are moving out because the others are moving in, and the whites don't move to diverse areas but to remaining white areas. To many whites, Britain now feels like a foreign country. Segregation is increasing rapidly. Minorities are becoming more isolated from the white population. One reason for the so-called white flight can be the closure of pubs and nightclubs, which drive young whites away. Asians, as they are called, apparently don't care very much about that, probably because many of them are Muslims. According to the 2011 census, 44.9% of the Londoners were white British, 36.7% were born outside the UK, and 24.5% outside of Europe. The black population of London went up 39% between 2001 and 2011. Asians increased by 60%. London is home to the single largest number of people of Bangladeshi origin outside of Bangladesh. The Chinese are the fourth largest Asian group after Indians, Pakistanis and Bangladeshis, and they are spread across the city. London has the largest Nigerian community in the UK and possibly the largest overseas Nigerian community in the world. Crime rates in London vary widely by area. Several areas have significant problems with crime, while others are very safe. In February 2018, murders exceeded those in New York for the first time. However, homicides have gone down from the early 90s. The Home Office estimates that just 37% of violence with injury offences are reported to and recorded by police. Offences involving knives and firearms are going up. In 2017, there was a 22% increase in knife crime and an 11% rise in gun crime. These offences are concentrated to London and other metropolitan areas with a huge immigrant population. Since 2014, robberies and assaults committed by individuals riding mopeds have become the new trend. The majority of males accused of violent crimes in 2009 and 2010 were black. 54% of the men accused of street crimes were black, for robbery 59%, and for gun crimes 67%. There are similar statistics for females. 45% of the women suspected of knife crime were black, for gun crime 58%, and for robberies 52%. British whites are soon to become the minority in Birmingham, while nearly 50,000 residents in the city cannot speak English, according to a report from May 2018 called Community Cohesion Strategy for Birmingham Green Paper, Forward Together to Build a Fair and Inclusive City for Everyone. The people of Birmingham are from nearly 200 countries. 42.1% classified themselves as non-white British in the 2011 census, an increase of 12% from 2001. If this rate continues, more than half of the city's population will belong to an ethnic minority in 2021. For those underaged, it is already a fact. 60% of people under 18 have a non-British background. And areas where there is a high concentration of minorities like blacks and Asians, read Muslims, have become disadvantaged, as it is called. In Birmingham, only 65% of the people in working age are employed. In the country as a whole, it was 74% in 2016. This is partly due to the fact that many from Pakistan and Bangladesh lack qualifications.